Good day, everyone. The honeymoon that started some time ago between Elon Musk and the US President Donald Trump has ended, and it's ended in a very nasty way, where Elon Musk has accused Donald Trump of being on the Epstein list and saying that he would not have won the elections if it wasn't for him, Elon Musk, actually being part of his campaign. And not only with regards to hundreds of millions of rands, dollars worth of funding, but actually being there on the campaign trail, supporting what he was doing. And as I've said before, this specific Donald Trump campaign was much bigger than himself. There were many people involved in this, many social media platforms that became absolutely huge during that time, people working overtime to get Donald Trump elected. And the wheels are coming off that administration. And why I say this is because many of the things that Donald Trump could do fast, he did, exactly as he said. But there are certain things that even Donald Trump cannot control. When the committee is in control of something and they want a certain outcome, Donald Trump is going to come second. He is not more powerful than the people in the committee that bailed him out when he went bankrupt, that basically directs the narratives within the United States and use the country and its people and its funds for its own purposes. And this committee of 300 people from around the world that control what happens in governments has one goal: to create a one world government. They don't want a US government. They want the US government to fall. They want all governments to fall. They want all borders to fall away. They want us to not have age, sex, culture, religion, and many other things, because they want to appoint a one world leader. And Donald Trump has been helping their cause by empowering all the tech magnates. And Elon Musk is one of these people. He is a tech magnate. Empower them to promote artificial intelligence, the building of robots, and whether you like Elon Musk or whether you think he's a villain is irrelevant in this case. And I'll bring this back to how it will affect South Africa just now. That doesn't matter. What does matter is that Elon Musk has huge contracts, even defense contracts, with the US government. And we know how Donald Trump feels about people that he might feel betrays him. And this is all about a spending bill. A spending bill that Donald Trump is trying to push through the US Senate and the House. And the one thing that Elon Musk got on board with the Donald Trump campaign is that they were going to cut spending. And now, with this bill, Elon Musk believes that America will spend more than ever before and create more debt than ever before and undo everything that him and his Doge department have actually set up to do and have achieved up until now. A lot of people will agree that one should cut government spending all over the world, including in South Africa, that government should be cut down to size and all these things. It's very easy to campaign on. There's very few people in the electorate around the world that will believe otherwise, unless they live in a dictatorship, a communist dictatorship, or any other strongman dictatorship. So Elon Musk's want to reduce cost in America is stronger than him wanting to be Donald Trump's friend, because now they are literally at war with each other. And this was taken to social media. And you know that Donald Trump is not that good at how he treats social media. The fact of the matter is, tech billionaires of these huge companies like Facebook, ChatGPT, Elon Musk of SpaceX, Tesla, etc., they control the world markets. And the plan of the committee is for big tech companies to actually control the world, put in the infrastructure for them to be able to one day have a one world leader, which will be AI based. And I've said this 4 years ago. People could not believe that AI would one day be able to run the world, be seen as a god, worshipped by people. It's already starting to happen. So those of you that have been watching this channel for a very long time will understand. Those of you that are new, I advise you to go and watch the Moments in Time and Question Everything series playlist on this channel. It's free to the public. Go and watch those videos and understand where the world is headed. On this channel, Beyond Politics, we are not talking politics. We look beyond politicians, the politics of the day, the things that's been put in the mainstream media. And I give you my perspective on history as well as the future. And it's a unique perspective based on my background in counterterrorism intelligence, my background in the nuclear industry. I can give you a unique perspective that you need to consider. Besides all the other social media platforms that you are consuming, you need to hear my side. And then do your own research and make up your own mind. How will this affect South Africa? A country that I love dearly. I see myself as a South African citizen. Elon Musk is from South Africa. A lot of brilliant minds and people have come from South Africa, from what people call the hardship here and many other things. In fact, in South Africa, many people live very, very comfortable lives, wonderful lives, and the divide here is big. The division in our country financially is massive. This is just because of so many different cultures coming together in one place and trying to survive amongst each other. It's not an easy thing. In America, they have gotten all the best minds from around the world, all the experiments that have happened around the world, heinous experiments on humans. They have bought that information, technology, to improve themselves. They've always been the ones willing to pull the trigger when they wanted to control, to manipulate, etc. And it's no different now. Maybe Elon Musk still has that South African loyalty in the back of his mind, thinking of his younger years and maybe wishing that he should have rather stayed here, because he is now caught up in a political system that is going to either love him or attack him. And he has mooted that maybe a new party should be formed in the US. So I'll be monitoring that closely to see what he actually does and what that does to the America as a country that is basically a two-party system, a pathetic system, a system that shouldn't exist anywhere in the world. But then there are no good political systems in the world. Nowhere, not even Switzerland. And I can give you loads of examples of why these systems are flawed and why they are designed to keep people in those countries placated so that a one world order can be established where people will want a one world government, where they will shun their own governments because the governments are flawed, the constitutions, all the pacts, all the different treaties and things that have gone in the past is all history now. The world is now about conquering. And the secession battle that will happen in South Africa is extremely, extremely important to understand. And this battle is ongoing now. And those of you that have eyes to see and ears to hear will understand what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like this video if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, and then click the bell icon so you can get notifications for future videos. Please share this video with other people and share it with your friends, family, the people you care about. And then go to our website, beyondpolitics.co.za, where you can find the program where you can empower yourself to become a better citizen. It doesn't cost anything to do the Citizens Empowerment Training. It's there for everyone. It'll help you to become as self-reliant as possible in times like these. Thank you so much. Till the next video.